Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Let's quickly sort out this logistics hub's signaling, and then from there we'll be in a position. I don't think we've got any serious further construction happening. All we need to do is sort out our signaling. So signaling will be from there. I think we're gonna trim out these signals. We're going to go signal free there, and we're going to do basically a chain on that side and a block on this side. We're going to do blocks there. So this chain signal will effectively send you in any of those directions as is required. And then over here we'll do another chain signal, and then we'll do some block signals on the other side here. I'm thinking something like this. Like that, like that, like that, like that, and like that. Okay, good. It should be able to do multiple trains in here. Though, if we do that, I think maybe these need to be chains as well, so that we can actually pass them straight through. And we'll need a little something basically over here to make that work. The plan would be that we need a little something in there also. We'll need signals like so. Actually, I don't think we need these signals because they'll just be covered all the time. What we need, however, is some signals on this side. That's pretty good. That's going to be fine. We need some signals on the other side here. They can be chains. Let's get some chain signals going there, and we'll get a block signal on the other side, effectively getting people in there. We need a bit of a chain signal over here, and we'll get some block signals in that location. Now, there's plenty of room for some extra signals here. This, I believe, this one needs to be double direction. Unless what we're doing is we're putting a chain in there. No, that's not going to work. It's going to be a mixed signal, and that's going to be a mixed signal too. So it's basically doing a little something like that, so we can use all of that. All of that can be usable. I don't think we need to cover any other signals in there. And then what we'll do is we will finally just try and get a reasonable amount, a reasonable block size going here. Something like that, so that we, let's move it over a little bit that way, and get rid of these guys. And that should be reasonable block sizes for us. Missing chemicals somewhere, so we'll need to kind of sort that out. Oh, this one is definitely also going to be a mixed signal, and that one, I think, I will actually remove. This signal here, I will remove, and that kind of becomes the intersection there. Yeah, that's going to be just fine. That's going to be just fine. So now all of this should work. We are filling up nicely here with gravel. We haven't started bringing some other stuff in here, and we obviously need to move some vehicles through. So where is our construction materials predominantly coming from? We're struggling a little with maintenance. This is the only maintenance facility in the area, and it's working, but it's not quite keeping pace. And I also see we're dropping on the crops a little bit, so we may have to work through that a little bit more. Are we actually exporting any food now? We are in fact doing that, and it's only alcohol. We're not exporting any food anymore, so the food exports is not happening. That's an interesting one. Now we could look at some additional. I'm kind of wondering about one of these major vehicle repair stations. But I want to put it in a place where it's actually worth our effort. So a major repair station, I think, needs to come over to our new area here. So I thought maybe something like this, though we do need workers in the area. So this might not be ideal. From a worker's perspective, we can certainly get workers in a number of spots. I don't want to do it here. So this building. This is a sports hall. Yeah, so really, if anything, we might do it in this location. What is this? Oh, actually, I think we've got a vehicle repair station small over here already doing its thing. Okay, that's fine. What we need here is some power. Sorry, I'm a little bit all over the show at the moment. What we need to do is get a little bit of power going on here. What I'll do is I'll just squeeze it in like so. I'm fairly comfortable to do this. The one-way station, it is. Cannot remember what direction we need vehicles to be going into, but we'll keep an eye on that and do our appropriate pieces. We want that. We do want. Oh, these are all built, huh? I like it. So we'll need to build this thing. So let's get the helicopters on board to come and sort out this one. Okay, let's do that. We'll get the helicopters to come and work on that. We will need one of these distribution facilities, really. Power transformers. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, happy with that. And I'll have to try and get this to work here. Something like that should work. We'll get that assigned. We'll need to get a little bit of get another 7 megawatts doing that. Should be fine. If we have to upgrade it, we'll do it. But that should be a good starting point. Then what we can do is we can bring in a standard one of these underground, and what we need to do is we need to drop it down like that, tie it in over there. I'm gonna go ahead and pay for all of this. Oh, hang on, I didn't need that, but can I just make sure this is built? So this should be powered now, right? It's not. Oh, this needs to be built. Let's do that so we can basically get this one powered up. It is powered up now, so get out of here. Now I can get the guys here to come and also deliver for us some fuel in this location. Get it up to 80%. So they should start moving straight away. We do need to get fuel deliveries to come over here. So let's move on towards that. Let's get I believe our fuel distribution comes from over here. This might be why we're struggling, is because we're not getting these vehicles replaced. There's lots and lots of vehicles that needs to be fixed over here. And we don't have any people anywhere. So we'll have to come and have a look at that in just a minute. So we've got a rail distribution. So we are moving food. We are moving fuels. And that's basically what I want us to do. So give me this facility here. And what we'll do is we'll start bringing in bitumen and fuel. So let's do that. Just make sure we're doing this one. And we want that one to be up at about 80%. Oh yeah, that's pretty small. So yeah, let's just bring that one in. That is fine. I'll come and have a look at this maintenance issue in just a minute, because I think that's where our crops are starting to drop off now. Okay, so now we've got that starting to come in. Do we have? Where is this guy? This guy is filling up. So you should be able to. Where is this guy? So these guys are dropping off here. Is that correct? Where does this guy's stuff come from? Construction material. Border imports, rail distribution, train distribution office. Okay, that's on the other side. That's okay. And Tomoilski electronics inputs. Okay, that's okay. So these guys are really filling this guy up here. So, and what I want us to do is make sure we're filling it up properly. What's this thing's name? Let's just rename this as Tomoilski Construction Storage. Okay, so let's go over there and see who is actually delivering at Tomoilski Construction Storage. You are. So I want you to please start filling that guy up with a lot more stuff, please. That's the idea. And then here we can say you are grabbing at Tomoilski Construction Storage. I would like you to please come and unload over here. So we really need to get our stuff moving in. Okay. Okay, pause the game while we do that. We'd like you to please unload in this location. 80% please. And the idea here is really, it'll be a bit challenging for us to get everything it needs to go in here, but I think it'll be a good starting point. So at least things will start arriving if that facility is kind of good enough, if that distribution office is good enough. We need to improve our construction activities here as well. Let's close out all of these messages and see where else we're going. Okay. I need to sort out what is going on over here. And so I'm kind of tempted to just move all of these vehicles. Yeah, I want to move all of these vehicles. So let's actually start with this one and just move all of these vehicles to get scrapped over here, please. So that's kind of the idea. If we move all of them out of the way, I can get some new vehicles in there. I think that's going to be our first call to try and get some of this stuff underway. Okay, we're starting to make a bit of a... starting to get things to work a little bit here. So let's get... I'm looking for covered hulls. We'll get the best of the best here. Total capacity. Yeah, these are really the most appropriate ones. Just get them in there. Let's get that in place. And we'll get the final one in there. There we go. So scrap all of those for me, please. I know they might take ages to get done. But yeah, let's scrap some of these older vehicles and we'll move in some new stuff. Okay, now, hopefully we're starting to see some fuel arrive over here. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. We've got some... Oh, there's still the gravel train bringing in gravel. But gravel should be pretty much full now. Well... new gravel activity is probably a good idea. Oh, look at that. 60 tons of fuel ready to go. Actually pretty happy with how this area turned out. We just need a few deliveries to come in. And then lots and lots of construction to come our way over here. Now, we're in a position where we can... I'm hoping to see some stuff arrive, though. Still haven't seen anything delivered here. So I think we're not really covering what we need. Wow, lots and lots of steel coming in. Well, that's good to see at least. So we've got tons of steel ready to go. We need some vehicles in here. So let's buy vehicles. Yeah, let's buy some vehicles. So let's get some vehicles going on. So we are looking for bulldozers. Give me 2 bulldozers. We are looking for excavators. Give me 1, 2. Let's start with that. Then we would like concrete mixers as big as we can get. Total capacity, please, and speed. So these guys. What is that? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 concrete mixers to start. Dumpers. Total capacity, these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4 dumpers as a starting point. We would like some open holes, definitely. These are pretty sizable. These are pretty good too. 18 tons, 17 tons. I might go with these guys instead, RMDs, instead of these. Well, these guys. Let's just get these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's okay. We need a covered hole. So let's grab ourselves a couple of covered holes. 1, 2. What we need there. Dumpers. We need a roller and a paver. So let's get this new roller. Yep. And we'll get ourselves a paver as well. I'm actually getting the other paver. Give me the US style paver there. That's okay. We have a roller. I don't think we do. That's fine. Let's go back here. So what's that? No, not that. What are we? We're looking for a couple of buses maybe. And a couple of cranes. So 2 buses. Let's get buses at a reasonable total capacity. Is that, should we rather be doing... $70 kilometers, 85. 85 kilometers, 85. Maybe these guys. Let's get a couple of those buses. We bring construction workers to site, and then we need a couple of road cranes, I think. Road cranes. Oh, something, fire was destroyed. Let's destroy something. We'll have a look at that now. These road cranes. Look at those guys. They're pretty good. Gonna grab 2 of them. So we just say, so we're after speed here, right? No, not speed. We're after total capacity value. Yeah, so these are pretty good. 32, 39. Let's get a couple of those. There we go. So that's effectively our guys, and they should be doing some stuff. Let's have a look at what we lost now. I destroyed a building, a substation in Komoshenovsk. That's interesting. Wow, why didn't you get fund the demolition task? Yeah, we'll have to. And then let's just fund that so everything keeps moving. I don't know why we didn't get the firefighters here in time. That would have been a bit of a challenge. We've got a traffic jam. Let's just have a look at where that's happening. So why are you... Okay, so I think... Are we fixing vehicles here? I think that's what's happening. So this guy is... Yeah, this guy is actually actively undertaking some work. So if we have a look at this guy, yeah, both those 2 vehicles are currently being repaired. So we'll just have to wait that one out a little bit. Okay, so how is this going? Are we starting to see a bit of a bump here again? I hope so. Let's have a bit of a look at what's going on here. We should have a long list of vehicles being... We cannot store or export mechanical components. Is that correct? Well, I'll up this a little bit. But yeah, so mechanical components... Do we have a covered hull here? So how do I... what is this guy doing? So what you can do... We need mechanical components at a variety of places, right? They need mechanical components here, right? They do. Who's actually moving stuff? Master distribution. Probably just the fabric component there. So if we were to say... These guys are struggling as well. We need to probably replace them. Construction is not going So what I can do is let's just get the guys to start constructing something. And I'm kind of tempted to, yeah, but if we start doing vehicle manufacturing could be really lucrative. Okay, I had a bit of a crash there, but I'm back. I think one of the things we need to sort out first is just get these guys to move. So I think where do we get the mechanical components out of here? Otherwise, this is going to be a bit of a backlog for us. So our mechanical components are currently being delivered into this area, but it's not quite, we're not quite using it as quickly as I would like. So is there anywhere else we can kind of deliver mechanical components? Well, what I want to do is let's buy a covered hull vehicle first. So covered hull, the biggest one we've got. We can't actually, oh, actually we are already picking up from this vehicle, not the vehicle repair station. We're already picking up from, what is this called? Scrapping facility. Let's just call it, let's just rename it Chermoilski Scrapping Facility. Right, that should give us should help us sort that out. Construction storage, the Chermoilski Scrapping Facility. So it is, let's make sure to pick up there as well, and then if there's any place where we can actually just drop off them, we should. Otherwise, what we could do is we could just kind of point it into a general direction somewhere. Most repair stations, they can get some components, but it's not going to be a lot. So really, I think the only other really appropriate option for us is to just make sure to drop it off over here. So let's add that one. And what we're basically going to say is, no, you're not going to do that. You're going to actually just drop off and make sure you drop off to whatever you can, maybe 90% of it. So absolutely. So I think we should get a truck out to go and collect. Well, maybe let's just do that. I believe that's what it's going to be. Going to just pop in there straight away. Oh my goodness, these vehicles, my goodness. The cistern is from which facility? Because I think we need to sort that one out as well. Pick that up, clear it out completely. We should be able to move on again from there. Good stuff, that'll help. We need to sort out some of this stuff ASAP, really. ASAP. But let's get these guys to move through this a little quicker. Let's like double our speed here. Yeah, even a little bit more there. 25 people. If we can get some 25 workers in there to come and really move through this a little quicker, demolish it, get all of the various components in place. Now, we don't see any, well, there's a little bit of helicopter construction going on. But let's see, can we facilitate some construction over here? I think the last time I kind of flew over this way, we had a bit of a drop off in the game. So this will be built over time. What I can probably work on, oh, this is built. I like it. What I can probably do is make a bit of a start on these two bridge structures. So we'll get a bit of a move on that, and let's quickly get our one-way road connections moving. All the way to there, and then all the way through to there, and then all the way through to here, and there, and there. We'll go back that way. There we go. I think this was just one big piece, so we can just do it all the way through to the end. There we go. A little bit of a kink in the end there, but I think that's going to be just fine. So now that road connection is actually working, we can maybe have a bit of a look at what the rest of this interchange could be like. Now, I'm tempted to kind of squeeze it out over here and run it that way. Let's just sort out wherever that traffic jam is. Oh, yes, we saw this last time around. So construction activity, we're busy fixing up these vehicles. So that should sort itself out fairly quickly, I think. Don't worry too much about that for the time being. I do need to sort out some of these vehicles, though. Are we moving through this fairly quickly, though? Seemingly we are. Yeah, looking okay. It's looking okay for the time being. There's just a lot of vehicles that we would like to replace at the moment. I think we're going to start seeing this recover based on some of these vehicles. How many parking spots do we still have available here? Does it actually say? Open space storage export. No. Well, the import comes kind of side of it. Doesn't seem to be too problematic. I think there's still room. So the idea would be, I think, from my perspective, let's move all of these vehicles out over there as well. And then I'm going to replace them also. And we do really need to start doing our own vehicles. So let's just get these guys filled in. That should be fine. We should be able to do a little bit more. Now, if we were to do our own vehicles, let's quickly have a look. So vehicles, a vehicle production line, right? It's not too big, right? We could make it work in this area. How many workers does it actually take? Ooh, too many. It takes too many workers. So I'm thinking, if we're going to do a vehicle production line, let's just have a look. How much doesn't do too crazy. Maybe here. Maybe if we do a vehicle production line in here, there's still a bit of room there. We'll run some dedicated buses back and forth here. I think we don't have power or water or anything here. Here we'll have power, but we won't have the requisite water and things. I'm kind of tempted to try and squeeze it in over here somewhere. No water though. That's a bit problematic for us. Yeah. Wouldn't mind a little bit. Oh, we could almost get water over here though. It's pretty close. Can we get water and sewage under here? We can definitely make a sewage connection. Sewage is not going to be a problem. Is this a... I think we can get water to come through here too. This is a water pumping station. Okay, we'll make it work in this area. We'll get a dedicated set of buses to run there. Hopefully that'll work. Let's just get it moving so we can we can start building our own kind of vehicles, right? I'd like it to go in there. Okay, that's a good starting point. We do need to do a few things. It needs, what does it need? It needs plastics, electronic components, fabric, mechanical components, and electronics, and steel. It generates a lot of mixed waste, and it needs a lot of people, and then it needs space for vehicles. And if we use this one, we could potentially tie in. Yeah, we could potentially make this work. If we were to do this. we could potentially bring something in here and we can actually load up on these guys. Okay, I am fairly comfortable with that. Let's go with this. Okay, we might not use that initially. How much storage does this guy actually contain for all of these things? A fair bit. A fair bit. Maybe we'll start it off as is. Now, what we will need to do is get a bus station to go with it, and also the other thing we need. And before we get too far away, let's just get a fairly sizable. Can we make this squeeze? Oh yeah, we can. If I do that, right, and we put a little pathway in there, that should be able to work. So let's just activate that. That's going to be fine. We'll get a bus station. So we should have something. We should have bus stops. Like, let's go to the modded bus stops. There must be modded bus stops that we can use. Bus stops. All right, bus. Yeah, here we go. But they should be in there. In stations, though. Why not bus stops? That's an interesting one. Are they seen as depots? That's the in stations. Oh, they're over here. Okay, fine. So what is this then? A bus stop, and that's a bus platform. Okay, well that's okay. I'm not too fussed. We don't necessarily need the biggest of the biggest guys here. What is this? Probably bus stop. Now, so okay, we'll use some of these then. Do we use that one? So what I'm thinking, we'll flip that around. Oh, we can't. I wanted to... Yeah, it's not going to do... Okay, let's see what other options we have. This guy is probably... What does this guy look like? Can we flip that one around? Oh, they're all a little bit problematic in terms of trying to get out the way I would have liked them to get out. So let's see what else we've got. This guy. If we do this, right? I don't like the idea of doing this one. If we do that, can we make it work? Let me make that work. Then the plan was to... Let's not snap it. We'll do that. Beautiful. That's actually really good. And what we'll do is we'll make it one way. So what I'll do is I'll just... I'm going to just buy these sections of road so that I can actually make them one way and not forget about it. So that's one way that way, and that's one way this way. And now we're going to start making that happen. Because it's one way, it's going to have issues with construction. So let's just make that happen. That should be fine for the time being. Where do we have path access? We'll do that. Pay for it. So now we've got pretty reasonable bus access over here. So we can start running some buses through here. There's lots of workers. Not a lot of... Ooh, we don't have a university, do we? We have some. University access. Let's quickly have a look. We've got one there. And we've got something over here. And we don't have anything on this side. So I think we need an extra university over here. So let's find something because we're probably dropping off. Let's have a quick look while we're at it. What is our educated population looking like? Go for all. Yeah, it's dropping off a little actually. It is dropping off. We had a big drop off at some point. But so what I want to do is let's get another university in place. So if we go halls of residence, this is a medical. I don't need a medical. Technical university is a pretty big one. We don't have any of the facilities we need here. Can we do something a little bit smaller, though? We have a small... I don't think that's necessarily... Well... I like that. I like that. Let's just get cracking on the university side of things here. Let's get a few paths in place. I think the first one we want to do is run off that way. That's pretty good. And the next one we would like to do is run it off into this general direction. Get that. What? Okay, well, we'll get you tied in. Oh, that's interesting. Get you tied in over there. We'll get you tied in like so. And then the question is there anything else worth doing here? No, not really. Let's pay for that. So now at least construction will start with this. Get some university things going on because we're not going to have engineers in this area. But we will, yes, make a start on this construction. We'll have to bring in a lot more stuff here. These guys are slowly getting deconstructed. Excellent, that's pretty good. I've moved all of these vehicles. Probably some other vehicles we need to get rid of, like these. Okay, so a large. Okay, yeah. So I'm slowly kind of building stuff up. What's our situation like over here? Vehicles generally being well maintained. I think in this area we're actually doing reasonably well. How many? Oh, actually, let me make sure. Oh, and I'm out of aluminum. This is a bit of an issue. So let's get another vehicle like that to go. Give me this vehicle. I'm going to just sell it. That's fine. And we'll get another one of these in place. So we'll move things through a little quicker. I'll buy some aluminum for the time being. Just to make sure we're ready to do the helicopters. Because they are quite a pain if we can't actually sort them out. So let's do that. Let's then get rid of this. So now presumably things will start working again for us. What's going on over here? Oh, I'm liking it. We're moving stuff through so quickly now. Oh, one thing that I did kind of spot is that we're getting a lot of nuclear waste here, and we probably need to. What is this? This is only nuclear fuel. No, forget about that. I want this. This is all nuclear fuel. A lot of nuclear fuel. We probably need some biological waste in here, to be honest. There we go. And what I do need to do is make sure we are actively picking up the nuclear waste, which is getting a little bit much. So what I need to do is buy a vehicle. I don't have a depot again. Yeah, probably need another depot in here just to buy a vehicle and just run that vehicle back and forth. And hopefully, ultimately, it will be repaired. So give me a free depot. Forget about... why are you... I don't really care where you go. Won't be able to go there. Oh, I'm all out. Oh, okay. That's not good. I can probably clear out a depot over here somewhere. How's construction going here? Oh man, these helicopters really do things quickly. So let's just demolish this free depot there. I think what we can do is we can have a pretty convoluted interchange here. So we actually don't do double up on infrastructure. I think that's going to be good. Some form of a... we'll see. We'll see. And then on this side, we can just do standard diamond kind of arrangements. Yeah, we'll do a bit of a thing over there and a standard diamond over here. Yeah, I think that's going to be fine. Bit of a hybrid. Now let's go back, get our depot in there, then we'll get the vehicle we want, and so on and so on. So pop it in just over here somewhere is probably okay. Give me that depot, free depot here. Like so. Buy me a open hull vehicle that can actually move some stuff for us. Total capacity. Shall we just do this guy? Let's just grab that guy. You go there, load up on vehicles for us. What? That's interesting. This is new. This is very, very new. That is really interesting. So can we get... Oh, hang on. You had something in here. Am I missing it? Oh, this is definitely new. There we go. Cask type B. Container type... Ooh. Interesting. I would like you to load up on cask type B, please. And it's just used, is it? Okay, well, let's see if that works for us. I believe that's used, so hopefully we're not picking up on... I really don't want us to pick up the nuclear fuel. And then, after you go there, you just go over to... Yeah, all the way to the end here. Go to the... This is currently our closest border post, so... Well, the other one might be closer, and then you just sell. You just sell it, right? Make a start for me, please. But the idea is I'll keep this one ready so I can see what it's actually loading up on. But that's an interesting one. I didn't necessarily foresee that that happening. Is this working its way through? I think it is. I think we are working our way through all of that stuff, but we do need to move a few other vehicles through as well. This construction is underway. That's fine. This needs a bit of a road connection. We'll do that. We'll get a road connection in there. We'll activate that connection and see about getting some construction going on. I'm very keen to see this vehicle in action. It's popping in here. What is it picking up? Cost type B. Nuclear waste. Okay, beautiful. That is nuclear waste. And it's going to cost us about 6,000 rubles to get rid of it. That's fine. All good. At least we will get rid of the nuclear waste now, because I think that was causing a little bit of an issue. Okay, now things are moving along. I do still want to get rid of some more vehicles here, really. So what I will do is I'm actually just going to move all of these vehicles. Well, let's wait a little bit more, and then we'll move the vehicles. Is there any of these vehicles? Well, maybe we can move. I don't do a lot. Oh, this is the motorway distribution. Yeah, let's just move these ones out. They might be even more critical. Well, they're all critical. Let's move them through there, and we'll get some new oil tankers. Total capacity, please. Ooh, 25 tons. But I'd rather go with the quicker vehicle. But that's nice. Okay, get these vehicles in place. Start doing its thing, really. Okay, moving along. Moving along. Construction underway. Missing asphalt. Are we missing asphalt? What's happening with asphalt? Asphalt is probably struggling because of... yeah, we're struggling with gravel. All good. But I think this should be picking up. Yeah, that's picking up nicely. Picking up nicely. It was at least we never had any issues with it, really. We try and create a fair bit of food here. So that should work quite well. We'll get lots of workers in place. We could maybe start getting a couple of buses going. So give me some buses. I have a pretty poor bus there, but give me a bus. I'm looking for total capacity that's really good. 70 kilometers an hour, I think, is the one that I'm after here. Yeah, I'm going to do these guys. I'll just do 3 of them. Might be all good. Close that one out. Grab me this bus. And do we have... You kind of wonder if I do an extra end station. Let's do that. Let's do an extra end station. I really need to do that. I need to actually set them to come to this line, though. Let's have a quick look. Let's just quickly delete that one out of it. They all move, but I'll keep it here. Probably like that, so I know I need to put it back. This guy. Let's quickly get this guy sorted out as well. Let's just have a look to Milski Worker 2. I'm going to delete that stop and save it and move it over here. This is going to be the last thing I'm going to do. And is there anybody else that's... It's only those 2. Is there any other lines in here? No, not at all. Okay, so what the plan is for me is I'm going to go ahead and quickly demolish this guy and pay for that, to be honest. And similarly with this road connection, I'll quickly sort that one out as well. So let's do that and pay for that. And now I'm going to try and get a slightly bigger end station in place here. So if we're looking at end stations... it's under the depots, right? Depots, we have large end stations. Bus end station, small bus end station, large. I think that'll be okay. So let's do that one. And that'll work, I think. What we'll do is we'll do... a little bit of this and we'll tie it in. Come on. Okay, trim that back again, try it again. We do that. Ooh, I like it. That's pretty cool. We'll get that one in there and we'll say we'll pay for that and we'll pay for this as well. Okay, I just want to make sure we get this going. And then from a food and other kind of workers perspective, just want to make sure after this one, you're popping into the end station. Thank you. All done. And after this one, after that one, you'll pop into the end station as well. Thank you. And done. So now that should be... It doesn't look bigger than the other one. But hopefully it's going to be a little bit more useful. What we can do is we can do a bit of that. And we can do a bit of this as well. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there, but we'll need to set up buses to run to this side. But yeah, so slowly and steadily we're getting everything done, dealing with a lot of vehicles that needs to be replaced. But we'll get there. We'll get there in the end. Things are moving. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.